name is Mike Lloyd. I'm the Executive Director of Development for the South Hills Y. It is my honor to welcome you to this kickoff ceremony for the Spencer Family YMCA. How long have we been waiting to say that, Bill? I am a humble representative of the amazing Y leaders who have served before me. As we gather at the entrance of this new facility, you may be wondering, are we ready for this full facility Y? It's a proper and timely question. The Y is, after all, relatively new to the South Hills. We've only been here for 76 years. To answer the question, are we ready? I spent some time at our old program facility down on McMurray Road. You know what's in that facility right now? Paper. Lots and lots of paper. And memories. And I took a look at those reports. I wanted to give you an executive summary of what I found. We often say that we taught the South Hills to swim. We did. We taught more than 20,000 swim lessons in the last 76 years. Now, to put that into Y speak, we have certified more guppies than 1,000 aquariums would fill. We have nominated more fish than would satisfy a Catholic church during Lent. We have congratulated more sharks to be in honor of our own week on the Discovery Channel. We also have a little experience in camps. The South Hills Y has hosted 4 different summer day camps, serving more than 8,000 children. For those keeping track, that would be about 15,000 friendship bracelets, 10,000 trips to the zoo, 400,000 camp songs, and 800 cases of poison ivy. That last one might be a little low. The South Hills Y is also the home of Camp AIM for special needs children. Paulette Colonna started Camp AIM more than 40 years ago. And Camp AIM is the largest camp of its kind that serves children with physical and emotional and mental special needs. The South Hills Y also has a rich tradition in youth sports, teaching the values of caring, honesty, respect, and responsibility to more than 14,000 kids in our history. Amazingly, we have a record of 50,000 games that ended in a tie, with everyone a winner. We have balls that were kicked, were thrown, and were hit more than 1 million times. And the phrases, "Great job," "I'm proud of you," and "You got this," were said more than 1 million times. For many, the place in our hearts for the South Hills Y are the parent-child programs. More than 14,000 dads and daughters and their sons have participated in our programs. That's 14,000 vests and 100,000 patches. The phrase, "Daddy, will you dance with me?" has been said almost as often as, "Daddy, will you please stop snoring?" Together, we have raced more than 20,000 trolley cars and 5,000 sailboats. And yes, it's true that more than 1 million times our children have climbed higher than they thought they should, ran faster than they thought they could, and hiked farther than they thought they would, all at programs sponsored by the South Hills YMCA. So based on our history, I am very pleased to report to the Spencer family, to the great friends to the YMCA, in answer to your question, Are we ready for this new facility? Yes, we got this. We are ready. We are so ready for the new Spencer Family YMCA. Thank you. Now, one of the things we're going to do is we invite our speakers after their remarks to sign our plaque, and we would like to start with the board chair for the YMCA of Greater Pittsburgh, Mike Malone, to be the first one.
Sign my name?
Right on. And I would also invite at this time our board chair, Louise Castor. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Louise Castor. I am the chair of the South Hills YMCA board. This is truly a beautiful day in the neighborhood. As one who grew up watching Mr. Rogers, I think Mr. Rogers and the YMCA had a lot in common. I would like to share something he wrote in a book, The World According to Mr. Rogers. All of us at some time or other need help. Whether we are giving or receiving help, each one of us has something valuable to bring to this world. That's one of the things that connects us as neighbors. In our own way, each of us is a giver and a receiver. As chair of the South Hills YMCA board, I represent a group of people who are dedicated to giving back to our community. We have worked hard to support the activities of the Y and maintain strong presence in the South Hills area, advising the South Hills Y as they provide programs that build a healthy spirit, mind, and body. Our impact is felt when an individual makes a healthy choice, when a mentor inspires a child, and when a community comes together for the common good. As we see from Mike's report, we have been busy over the past 76 years. With this new building, we are looking forward to continuing our community involvement in new and exciting ways. Having a full-service building to use as our home base will allow us for a different kind of community service, new ways to connect us as neighbors. As a Bethel Park resident, I am thrilled to see the Spencer Family Y come to a reality. We are honored that Larry Spencer, a former board member, felt so strongly about the Y that he made this building his legacy. The South Hills YMCA board would like to thank Larry and his family for this generous gift. Thank you.
Okay, thanks for coming up. We really appreciate it, Bill. Without the Spencers, we wouldn't be here at all today. And without all of you, we wouldn't be here today. Tony, we did it. Mentioned the chili cars. My son and I tried to cheat to win, but I was so bad at it, we didn't even win when we cheated. Marty Bracco has run this Y for a while. He couldn't be with us today. We'd like to thank him. Carolyn, I've been working for you for 5 years now. A round of applause. We're not done yet. I'd like to raise another $1 million. And with your help, we're going to go out and get it. We got enough to get started. I want to make sure this place is just singing in about 2 years. Thanks, everybody. Who's next? Our mayor.
For a minute, of course, I saw my name and I said, he forgot about me. No. Well, I want to thank you all for inviting me here today. It's been a long time coming for this project. It's been so long. When we first started, I was on council. So now that I'm in this position, we finally get to do this. I also want to introduce a few people that have come today. Connie Roll, who's a member of the school board, and she's also the president of the chamber. Rick Sacones, who's our state representative. And sitting next to Rick is Sue Means, who's our county council person. And I only point all those out is because when you do need help, you get to get those 3 people. Well, finally, after what seems to be an eternity, we're ready to begin a state-of-the-art facility. And I remember years ago when this building, actually this building wasn't even here, this was a parking lot for the school, and it was for students, but more importantly, this is where the band practiced. So this is where they got ready to do their shows. When Blade Runners opened, they were kind of worried, we're not going to be able to practice anymore, but it worked out. And then it became Blade Runners, which served our community well. It helped our hockey team, our Bethel Park hockey team, win a state championship and a national championship. And the coach is right there in the back, Coach Maffei. So now's the time to move on with the YMCA and the Spencer family. Bethel Park is looking forward to the future with this beautiful new facility. In Bethel Park, we're growing with a lot of new developments right now, including retail, residential, and of course recreational. And as we move forward, I want to welcome you to our community, and we look forward to the relationship between Bethel Park and the Spencer Family YMCA. So thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all for coming. I'm Kay Spencer, Larry's widow, and thanks, Bill.
Sure.
And I had a chat with Larry last night. He's up there with the big man, and he said, look, make sure that you stress with gratitude all the people that are so involved in giving up their time for this wonderful project. This project came to us with Dave Blooming. Dave Martin came to our home in Florida and presented that to Larry. He said, no problem, but I don't want my name on it. And they said, well, you know, it'll be a legacy to your family. Well, he said, he was modest. He said, well, maybe that's different, and that'll be okay. So anyway, and Danny Grealish and Harry Kramer agreed to form committees, and Carolyn Grady and our chairman, and so many people have donated so much time. And I'm here to say we're very grateful and thank you so much to everyone. It wouldn't be possible without everyone here. Thank you.
I'd just like to echo what Kay just had to say, and of course, if my dad were here, I know how awfully proud he'd be of this moment, that it has finally come to fruition. It's been a lot of long work on behalf of, I think, everybody at the Y, and we're beginning to build that excitement for this new facility, and I believe the ice hockey community fears have been alleviated a little bit, knowing that we're going to still have one nice slab of ice here, and we're going to have another side of the facility that's going to be very exciting with a lot of aquatics and exercise facilities. So it's very exciting. My dad, as I said, he'd be so very proud. And it'll be a year this April 4th that he passed away. So on the anniversary of his passing, it's very appropriate we all kind of gather together and pay our respects to all the hard work he did and all the years he so much loved the Y. And now we can make sure that continues for many, many years to come. Just recently, we had the Indian Princess group here. We had our boat races were here. And I think it was the first official event that was held here at the new Spencer Family Y. And I had Lily, my daughter, was here, and I photographed her in different areas of the facility, knowing that, you know, someday it's going to be completely refurbished and revitalized and energized. So this is a very exciting day and a beautiful day to celebrate. So thanks everybody to the Y on behalf of my dad, and I look forward to working in the future to see that this is a great success that I know it will be. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Ken Soliday. I am the Regional Executive Director of the South Hills YMCA, and there are a few folks that I want to thank and acknowledge in the room. I want to thank our Bethel Park Council and Lori Gibbons, who I believe is here. Is Lori here? No? Thanks to our Bethel Park Council, to our Bethel Park School District. We are happy to be in partnership with you to be able to deliver all of the programs and services to the kids in the community, and this is going to be an awesome addition to it. To SHAHA, we have anyone from SHAHA? Our South Hills Area Hockey Association. Okay, very important part of the work that we do. WTW Architects. WTW is our architect on the project, and I promise when we're standing here in a year and cutting the ribbon, you'll fully appreciate the awesome work that they have and will continue to do. And DeMarco Construction, I know we have DeMarco Construction with us as well. So this is going to be, actually before I move on, I want to thank our Board of Management. If you're on our Board of Management, would you raise your hand real quick? These guys, they're awesome. They provide the vision, the leadership, and the drive for where we are today and where we're going to be. I'm very fortunate, very humbled to have the opportunity to work both with them and with our staff. We have several members of our staff here as well. We've got Matt, we've got Andy, we've got Jim, and Joe and Denny were running around, Kim. So the board will help to provide the vision. We've got to understand where our opportunity is in the community to provide services, and the staff will help to deliver on them. So it's just a great partnership, and I'm really humbled to have the opportunity to be the staff leader of our YMCA. I've had the chance to serve at Ys in a lot of different communities and have seen the impact that a new Y has in the community. So it'll be an extremely exciting time over the next couple of years to watch the service in the community to change. We'll have one of the most unique facilities in the country. As you know, we'll have ice, but we'll have the wet kind of water on the other side of the building. So to be able to provide services on frozen water and in liquid water is going to be something else. It'll be a really incredible opportunity for us to grow programmatically, to grow in the service that we provide to all the generations that live in Bethel Park. And again, I can't wait to be standing here cutting the ribbon a year from today or so. We are going to bless the building. If we can bless the building right now. So do we have our minister, our pastor in present, Dr. Jim Gilchrist, Senior Pastor, Westminster Presbyterian Church.
As Bill said, it was a year ago next week, actually, that we had the sad news about Larry's passing, and we began to talk about a memorial service. And a year ago, this was already in the works. It had been in the works for a long time. So what was a planning project has become a sort of legacy, as you all know. So I'm honored to offer a word of blessing, commending all of this. We talk about organizations like this in the shorthand as the Y, but there are, of course, 4 initials in the name, and the C is a reminder that spiritual organizations, churches, parachurch organizations have long recognized that physical and social and moral and spiritual development and vitality all go together. And religious bodies have long supported all of those things. So in that tradition, those of you that are so inclined, join me now in a word of prayer for blessing of the building. Oh, gracious God, we give you thanks for all the gifts of life. We thank you for those who have had a vision for bringing vitality in so many ways to the community. We thank you for Larry and his family and their commitment to this project and all the others that are making it possible. And so we commend this work now and in the days to come to the vitality of your people. And we just ask that all that happens here might be an occasion for your people to grow in grace and love and strength and joy. And we ask these things in your name. Amen.
Good afternoon. My name is Rick Riggins. I'm the president and CEO of our YMCA, and it's really a pleasure to be here today. I was trying to think of one word that would describe our gathering today, and the word I came up with was finally. Finally, we've done this, and finally we're going to have a new Spencer Family YMCA, and I couldn't be more proud of that. I would agree, Bill, with you that Larry must be looking down on us, and Kay, and feeling very proud of this day. And been able to talk with him before this was a reality. He was pretty excited about it, so I know this was a legacy that is going to really pay big dividends for the South Hills community. We're certainly pleased, Kay and Bill, to have you with us, and all of your family for their support, Jill and Sally, and of course all the grandchildren that have been involved in our program. And I wanted to also add my congratulations to our campaign chair, Dan Grealish, for getting us to this point that we are, and he was assisted by Harry Kramer, Uncle Harry, and also Dick Jewell. So thanks to them for their hard work. Mike Lloyd, I can't say enough about what you do for this Y. Thank you so much. And I'm saying this because I know your work isn't over yet. We're going to continue to raise more money for this Y and put it in a good financial position. And there's a whole list of elected officials, not the least of which is County Executive Rich Fitzgerald, who's been very supportive of this project. We've had State Senator Gary Rushenthaler, and even though Rick Saccone, you were just introduced earlier, we've also had former State Representative Matt Smith, very involved and very engaged in making this project happen and securing funding for us, along with Representative John Maurer, State Representative Dan Miller, and Speaker of the House Mike Turzai. All have played a really big part in making sure that we got the resources necessary to make this a reality. We really look forward to providing these services in South Hills, and I think that this will be Larry's legacy. The fact that we've positively impacted kids and families in this community for generations to come now is exceptional. And we're going to not only impact, but we're going to change lives of youth and families in the South Hills area. So thanks for being a part of this, this short ceremony today. This is the official kickoff of construction. We're pretty excited about getting that moving, and hopefully a year from now, you'll be back for the finished product and be just as proud as we are today. So thank you very much for coming today. Enjoy your company of your fellow people here, and also have a safe trip home. Thank you.